Oh, how do I do that? I never know how to do that. Um, Let me see. How do you slow it down, speed it up, slow it down, speed it up? Oh, okay. Got it. And they're asking me to do all these things. Let me see what I wanted to talk about. Well, it is, what's today? I'm having such a moment. Oh, you are live. Da 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 da. Okay, and we are not on film. Yeah, I don't look my best, you guys. I was like, I need to do a video. Then I was like, oh, I can go live. And I tell you, I'm a baby YouTuber, right? So, like, when I do stuff, like, I'm still figuring things out. Sometimes I film on my laptop. Sometimes I do it on my phone. And then I got this tripod thing from the TikTok shop. Wait, somebody told me not to say it. It's TikTok shop. I don't know. But anyway, so like I stand this thing up and it's pink, right? So I stand this thing up and I'm there setting it all up to set my videos and then the lighting. My daughter was like, oh, you can't see your face. Oh, my sister called me one time. She was like, oh, I can't see your face. Nobody can see what you look like. And I was like, does anybody really care what I look like? You know what I mean? If I'm talking about something that interests you or you like it. Like the basis of my channel is style on a budget, right? And I started my channel over a year ago. I previously had a YouTube channel, but I took it down because like my career, I was working 3 jobs at that time. So it was no way I can keep up with it and consistently create the content. So it was like things I would do like at a birthday party or graduation or just gagging, scaring my sisters, my brother. I'm making like quirky videos, you know what I mean? Just about anything. Running in the street, dressed up in a costume, whatever the case may be. But this year, reflecting on this year, coming into this year, seeing a lot of people struggling, seeing a lot of loss. And I guess in keeping with my personality, I like to make people laugh. And it's because I know what it feels like when you don't want to laugh. You know what I mean? But you laugh and keep from crying. You know what I'm saying? Because in this life, you realize that other people, they may have had the same experiences. Like, I don't tell all of my experiences, obviously, because I feel like it's too much. Like, I think I need to write it all down. But I saw something, but I'll get on that in a little bit. But just coming into this year, it's just been a lot going on. And I'm just wishing the best for everybody coming into this new year, that you have health, wealth, prosperity, peace, and happiness. And when I say peace, no, we're not just talking about, you know, avoiding catastrophe, wars, inclement weather. We're talking about peace in your home, because a lot of people don't have peace in their home. I know what it's like to be at home and not have peace. I know what it's like to walk through the doors and just want to walk right out. You know what I mean? Whether it's arguing, fussing, and fighting, or you're just so saddened to be there, right? So I would always make jokes, and I was blessed to have, like, my sisters are like my biggest supporters. Like, I got 5 younger sisters, and they all think they're older than me, mind you. And I think even like when people talk about signs, like, oh, you're this, you're that, whatever, like each one of them is a different sign. So I get like a mixture of different personalities. I get to see how people are and what people are really like when we're interacting and how we carry ourselves or whatever the case may be. But I saw something that was so disturbing. I was watching something, and it was about, I get this gentleman, he was being verbally assaulted and also physically assaulted by this woman about his sexuality. And I was paralyzed by that because I found it so offensive. I literally was out somewhere and I had just came from a date and I told my coworkers about it and I told my sisters obviously, but I just came out and I went to the gas station to just get a bag of ice. And this lady walked up to me and she just punched me. And I was in so shock. Like I opened my purse and I said, "Do you need something?" Those were my only thoughts and my words. Because I was praying when I was in the car and I got out. Mind you, I ain't no saint. Because, you know, like when you're going out, you put on your hype music to get dressed in the mirror. I'm that girl. I'll put on a montage. I will go from Counting Crows to freaking Scarface to DMX and bounce back around to Donna Summer. You know what I mean? I'll just be listening to all these different things just to get me hyped up to me be in the mood. But I was just walking and this lady just punched me. And I was just frozen. And like I said, I opened my purse and I said, "Do you need something?" And then she just started doing a fist and jumping around like a little jackrabbit. "You want some of this?" Like she wanted to fight me. Like, you know? And then I saw a bunch of men. It was like 6 men came from out of nowhere. This one guy pulled up this work van and there were two guys that pulled off of the main street. This happened like I'm in Texas, so this was like next to the freeway, next to the Katy Mills Mall, if anybody knows where that is. And all of these people just came up to me and are you okay? Are you okay? And then this one guy goes, "Oh, she's always walking the street looking crazy." Hi, hi, oh my gosh, hi you guys. And hi, I'm so sorry. I was just running my mouth. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining my live. I was just talking. Happy New Year's Eve. So that experience happened to me. And I literally was like, I don't know, I was frozen. When I told my sisters about it, their reaction was totally different. I won't even say, but the cuss words can't done. That's all I know. And they wanted me to do a police report, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Maybe the lady was having a bad day, but it's just the fact that she punched me. I'm a big girl; I could take it. I think if I was in a different mind, I probably would have had a different reaction. But I just was in awe. So when I saw this tape of this guy getting assaulted in this grocery store, and she just was saying all of this stuff, this crazy stuff, I was like, oh man, just people are just doing crazy stuff. And I said that to say, when I go out, I do my best to smile. And even if I'm not in the mood, you just say hi, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. You know, like Truman Show. You know, I was raised to be that way. Um, I've had people be like, "Oh, I don't say good morning." People have said that to me. "Oh, I don't say good morning." Or what's so good about it? And I'd be like, well, I'm still here. We're still here, you know. I know a lot of people that aren't. But just going into this new year, I just want you guys to be safe. And I mean, just try to smile every day. Do something fun for yourself. I think I'm going to make it about me doing something fun. I do like play my video games when I get a chance, read a good book, go get my nails done. But I think a lot of the things that I do, people might find boring. Like I like to sketch and draw and like I said, I like to read and write and stuff like that. So, you know, this is the most I've watched television in a while and the jokes can't stop on these shows. I just I don't know who's writing it, but I enjoy it. Just get a good laugh out of that. But it's just insane. And it's like 36 degrees right now, so it's totally freezing. I want to go outside. I wish it was snowing. That would be a different experience because I would be rolling around in the snow making a snow angel. Yeah, in the parking lot. I'm that person. So, yeah, that's what I would be doing. But I'm just thinking tonight we're going to have fireworks. I'm going to try to get me some champagne. I'm not really a big drinker, but just to toast to the new year. Because I'm going to hear it's going to be gunshots or fireworks or a mixture of both. That's what it normally is, right? But yeah, just thinking back and reflecting on, you know, what this year has been like. And then I know a lot of people that were out of work. A lot of people are still out of work. So hoping that they get jobs and just things just improve for everyone and you have a peace of mind. You have food to eat. and you have a nice place to stay where you feel comfortable, you feel at peace, you know? That's just my hope for everybody to have that. So, yeah. So what I don't even want to say I don't do resolutions. You know, the one that everybody says, "Oh, we're going to go lose weight." I don't want to say lose weight or diet. I want to say lifestyle change. You know, that's my goal, to always improve. Um I think I laugh enough for everybody because listen, I have props. I got a bullhorn, I got pom poms, I got sprinkles, sparkles, a bubble machine. I want to go and get me one of those little smoke machines too to freak out my neighbors. But you know, I just do fun stuff for the kids because kids need to laugh, have a good time. And like when my friends, you know, be like, "Oh, you want to go out?" And yeah, I'll come to the event or whatever, but I don't want to go in a congested place where I can't get out. Some people do call me Giggles. Yeah, some people do call me Giggles. I try not to laugh too much because my grandma used to always tell me, she said, "You laugh like a witch." She's like, "You cackling. Nobody wants to hear nobody cackle like that." But if it's really funny, I just can't stop laughing. I just can't. That's just me. I like to laugh. I like to smile. I think it keeps me young. Um, and I like to make people laugh because people are often so grumpy and so upset. And I get it, you know, but I just try to find the humor in things. That's about it. But my channel, I started it last year and it's come a long way. And I think I want to pivot a little bit differently. I do a little bit more lives going into this year. I wanted to cover a few things. The Miss Universe, I wanted to cover that. But obviously I work. So my timing was totally off with my schedule. So when I do get a chance, I make my videos, I put them up. Sometimes I edit, sometimes I don't. But lifestyle, style on the budget, my cooking, yeah, and just kind of like everyday vlog about what's going on and things that I've observed. I try not to talk too much about relationships because, oh my gosh, my sister told me, she said, "You say the wrong things." I don't think I really say the wrong things. I think I say things that people don't want to say. People are afraid to say, you know? So I try to watch my mouth and be politically correct, if you will, at the same time. But yeah, she was messing with this guy, and I was so, oh my gosh. I can't even say if that was me. You know, like when you see something, I don't like bullies. I don't like to see somebody bullied or hurt. I think if I was that person in that situation, all I would be like, call the cops. And we don't like to call the cops for everything. But if somebody is harming you, you know, "Excuse me, I need some help." I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that. Yeah, we're gonna call the cops. Uh, but yeah, changes, a lot of changes to be made for this year. But I definitely, I don't know. I definitely am looking forward to this year. I was having such anxiety about yesterday. Like I had like 2 or 3 vivid dreams, and my dreams are so vivid. Sometimes I dream so vivid, it's like in color, and I can feel the water. Like I was dreaming like I was swimming in the ocean, and I could feel the freaking water. And I had to jump up, catch myself, drink some water, calm down, and move forward. But just getting ready for tonight. I haven't slept yet. I worked late last night and I got up this morning and I started cleaning the house. Just kind of getting rid of the old stuff. I don't know if anybody else does that. Like I clean out the house and get rid of the old things before the new year. Then obviously take out the trash, do my laundry. So those are the kind of things I was trying to get done before it gets too late. And I'll probably take a nap before. Yeah, I think I need to take a nap. What is it, like 7:31 now? Yeah, 7:31. I think I need to have me a little breakfast and take a nap. And that'll be that. I'll get back on a little bit later. Maybe after I have a little sip of something, I'll get back on to talk. We can have a little bit of a real chat. I was just talking some stuff. I'm glad I didn't record any of it. Because let me tell you, Then I started bawling like a baby. I started crying, right? And I don't like to cry. I'm that person that holds my tears and then I start laughing. But I just had a whole ball out cry about it. And I was like, why are you crying? And it was because I was saying stuff that was just too real for me to hear. I don't know if you ever do that. But anyways, I'm super, super excited for the new year. And I'm hoping that everybody makes it in safely. For some reason, every time around this year, there's a lot of fires, there's a lot of accidents, and all of this crazy stuff is happening. I live next to the fire station, and I be seeing the firemen, and they be telling me stuff, like we have like a little light chat because I do walking out there on the trail, and they say stuff, and I be like, well, you kind of shake your head sometimes and be like, oh my goodness, but I just want everybody to be safe and just look, no matter what's going on, like look in that mirror and you let yourself know that you're going to have a wonderful year. And I don't care what it looks like. I'm telling you what I know. Like, I have lived in so many different places and I've often made moves that just worked out, you know? I want to say I stepped out on faith and tried something different because I wanted to see. And then sometimes I get frightened because I'd be like, I don't want too much or be too like selfish and saying that, I want something when I know somebody else deserves it. You know what I mean? But if it's meant for you, then it's meant for you. And I think one of the things this little old lady told me, she said, the reason why you don't have that extra thing is because if they give it to you right now, you'll give it away to everybody. And it's not for everybody. It's meant for you. So you need to embrace that. So I kind of pass that on every time I think about that. I pass that on too. But I'm going to have a little sippy poo and I'll get back on a little bit later. Right now, I'm going to go have me a breakfast. Probably take a little stretch, little stroll. I don't know. I wanted to go swimming, but it's like 36 degrees. So that's not going to happen at all, at all, at all, at all. Y'all, please forgive me. I need to learn how to look at the comments. I just be talking, and somebody told me that before. You're not reading my comment. So if you came into the room and I didn't say hello, my name is Lacey, and welcome to my channel. I'm just talking about Happy New Year's Eve and kind of preparing myself for getting into the new year. And I hope you are too. I hope you're having a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous day. And I hope you continue to get everything that you want. And if you haven't gotten it yet, I hope that it's within your grasp. I really do. I really, 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 really do. Because everybody deserves that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I had a few things that I had planned that didn't go the way I wanted to. And I had to make some plans changed. But I did get what I wanted to for my daughter. So that kind of offset me not getting what I really wanted because I got something for her instead. So that made me feel really, really good. And I was talking to my best friend about that. And I don't know, that's how I kind of rationalize things. So have a wonderful day. And if you're on later, catch me on my next live. Just being Lacey, darling.